that package not coming here yet for a while. So, Mr. Williams, I would seek an attorney quick. And I'll tell you why. I just had a conversation with the funeral home, the address that you used without permission, and we just sent an email just over to him just a few minutes ago to his personal email showing you used his address multiple times to commit a crime. He's going to be in contact with your building today. Our attorneys will be stepping into also against the building and the managers involved. So, I would advise you get a lawyer quick because it's against the law to use someone's address to commit a crime, and what you did. And I left the individual all our information for him to reach out and contact us. So I just gave him my address, phone number, everything he needs to reach out to me on any information he needs at the end of the day. I sent them directly to your building. I sent the phone number, and I also sent the name of the individuals that were supposed to remove you out of the building but did not do so. So good luck with that. See, the difference between me and you is that I don't do the dumb stuff you do. And the fact that you use someone's address without their permission, not only that, is that you were posing half naked on these postcards. And they were very upset by that. Because you basically put their business in jeopardy when you do something like that. Someone could have easily thought that that was that individual doing that from his building. And he could have gotten hurt. Somebody could have hurt him in the neighborhood. He could have been blamed as a pedophile. And a lot of things could have happened to that guy at the end of the day. And at that, he has a business. This could have put a black eye on his company. Now, your building is not too far from his. So I sent them all the information needed. Your pictures, what you look like, the building that you're in, the names of the managers, phone numbers, the whole 9 yards, the whole shebang. And he has all our information because he'll reach out to us because we are filing a class action lawsuit against your building, clearly showing the courts that we reached out to you multiple times before it came down to these weird pictures and using other people's addresses. And again, nothing was done, which means it falls in the line of neglect, which means we can sue for a lot of money because of this. And he's definitely going to file a lawsuit. Definitely. Because you use his place of business to send half-naked postcards. And since the building did protect you, and mind you, keep in mind, you weren't sending out these postcards after they talked to you. You started sending these cards after they talked to you, then you started sending the postcards out. And this is when we warned them you had problems, and they didn't do anything about it. So guess what? Lawsuit coming. Got me paid, because I'm going to sue the daylights out of the building. And the managers that are involved in that, I want their jobs. I'm pretty sure when he contacts them, he is going to be ticked, because I just sent them over the postcards a few minutes ago with his address attached to him, and he's not going to be a happy camper. Also, too, you sent them over to my sister's house. As I explained before, she's going to reach out to your building with an attorney. So you got two individuals, including me, that are going to reach out to the building. Now, I've talked to the building multiple times, and I explained to both parties the problems we've been having with the managers, Darren, about not basically handling the situation. So, all those supervisors are on point at that particular point when this conversation went on. I'm taking your jobs from you. You're going to get terminated, and I will file a personal lawsuit against each and every one of you, including my sister will be filing lawsuits, and that person over here who has the funeral home will also too be filing. Because I'm pretty sure that if you're sending out pictures, open postcards with your half-naked body on it, using someone else's address, and then using those pictures to try to intimidate my sister and her kids, including me, yeah, you're going to go to jail, Mr. Williams, for a very long time. Keep in mind, post office fraud is 20 years. You used the United States Postal Service to commit a crime, didn't you? I've already been down to the building. I've already filed against you today. So you're going to receive 20 years. That's not the worst of it all. You have cyber stalking charges, and them charges can carry up to 7 years. And each individual, mind you, that's just us. That's going to file 20 years. My sister's going to file also too. That's another additional 20 years. The funeral home they file, that's another additional 20 years. Each one has a count. Count 1, count 2, count 3, and so forth. So you could receive 67 years. Might probably a little higher than that because it's stalking on either side. So I would advise you today, seek an attorney. Meanwhile, his email didn't bounce back, so that means that was his email. He had it sent to his personal email. There you go, I told you. At the end of the day, stop following Satan, didn't I? And he's right in your neighborhood. He's not too far from your building. So for those you don't know, Mr. Williams was using the guy's address, sending these pictures over, with his address of the funeral home attached to them, open postcards that anyone could see. Now imagine someone from the post office saw this, and they saw the address, and they thought the guy at that building, they track it down, it's a funeral home, and they track it down and say, hey, this guy's out there sending nasty pictures of people. And they start saying nasty things about his business, and this guy doesn't know anything that's going on. That's why the charges are going to be so great against you, Mr. Williams. And we can show the courts at the end of the day that we sent multiple emails over to the managers and they did nothing about it. And that's why the lawsuit, it's going to pass with no problem. Keep in mind, we're not taking a plea deal. For the people in the building, the office, the apartment complex, no plea deal. I'm going to sue you for millions. I mean, $4 million for neglecting that nonsense. When we told you and warned you the individual had psychotic issues, and you did nothing about it. So now we have my sister filing lawsuits. I'm pretty sure the person who owns the funeral home will be filing a lawsuit since your naked body is using on an open postcard using his address without permission. Well, that's basically about it. That's all it took. I told you, at the end of the day, look, how we do things is you guys do the dumbest things you could possibly think of. And we collect all this evidence. You're doing dumb stuff, and we turn around and use it against you in court. You may hit one time, but when I hit you, stay down. And you will stay down. You will spend the remaining of your time on this earth in a prison lockup system. And even worse, Mr. Williams, your charges clearly state that you sent exclusive pictures to my sister's place that had kids in it. Also, with these letters you're writing, that's all going to be basically documented in court. It's going to be in your court records, which means those court records can easily trickle into the jail system. Well, you want to live that life? Now you got it. In probably the worst way possible. That's the end of that. Now, that's all tidied up. McAfee, didn't you use someone's address without permission? Yes, you used a bar over in your area of only a population of 800 in Flushington, Ohio. Your limitations are still fresh. So Tuesday, I'll begin the process for you. Mr. What's his name again? Can you think of his name again? I don't think of his name. Jamie. I can't think of it. For now, it'll pop down my head. This mess right here, you're going to get blamed for it. Because keep in mind, when they put him on the stand and they ask him, does he know us? He's going to mention your name. And we have multiple emails, lots of emails with him mentioning your name over and over and over again. You guys know each other. So you went in and told him some nasty stuff about us, trying to make trouble for me, and he went out and did this stuff. Now he's still going to get charged for it, but Jamie's going to get charged for it too. Because you initiated this. This guy didn't know anything about us until you went over and said some nasty stuff. So whatever charges he's going to receive, you're also going to receive them. And this is the reason why we're going to have with ICE to hit your door as fast as possible. I said before, that's being taken care of because it shows you're a dangerous person. You go around spreading nasty rumors about people, and all this stuff started. And all this started because of you, including all the other charges we have against you for copyrights and everything else under the face of the sun, showing that you are not he was to come off by saying that, oh, I'm just an innocent person at the end of the day and they're just attacking me for no reason. You say that to anybody, I'll basically show them the charges that we have against you. I guarantee your own people will turn on you. They see the kind of stuff you're doing and how you're making them look bad. So that's not going to happen, sunshine. You can sit there and plead all at the end of the day. You shouldn't be here. Anyone who commits a crime shouldn't be here. And since you associate yourself with people like this, pedophiles, yeah, you shouldn't be either. Because, Jamie, we got some really disturbing stuff from you. You were sending me pornography. Taking pictures of my butt. That shows you how weird he is. And at one point, we got him in messages, him calling me his girl. So, Fernando, when he goes to court, your name's going to pop up. And we're going to explain to the judge the involvement that you have in this mess. So whoever gets there first, someone's going to get there to that apartment one way or another. And someone's going to reach out to that landlord one way or another. Your time is ticking real quick. So, you better not worry about your rent or how many toys you got to sell off to survive. You better worry about spending the rest of your life in the prison system. Because once this guy goes in front of the stand, and he's going to blurt your name out so many times it's not even funny. There's no way in the world this guy's going to sit there and take that hit and you're not going to go with him. And judges got to ask us anyway. Even the police ask us. How does he know us? We mentioned your name and your address and where you live at. All right. Good luck with all that. Now, that being said, I got business to conduct. Got packages coming here. What I saying what's going to happen in 2025? This is some of you going to be living an actual nightmare. While we rise in rank and get ready for our next level, it is going to be an absolute, complete nightmare for some people. I told you this was going to happen. Look what the devil got him to do. Look what the devil did to him. The devil got him to steal from God. The devil got him to humiliate himself all over the place. The devil's going to get him locked up. He's going to spend the rest of his time in the prison system. Imagine these pictures circle around in the prison system. Because they will, because they're going to be filed into your chart. Yeah, you're gonna get some very interesting people that are gonna be coming to see you, because they scan all this to the records, all your pictures. This is evidence, and if they see that, this is gonna get passed around the unit. Oh, passed around the unit. Interesting term. He'll figure out what it means. Wow, that's an incredible way to mess up your future. Well, no hell on. Alright, that's basically about it. My sister's getting her attorney ready because she's going to file a lawsuit. I'm filing mine. And I know they're definitely going to file one. If somebody used my address and put these weird pictures on, they got a business address. Anything could happen to this guy. Anything could happen to him. Could have wrecked his business. Oh, I forgot. Cyberstalking is not 7 years. Cyberstalking is 20 years. You're going to die in jail. It is. Post office is fraud. He can use the post office to commit this act. That's 20 years. And cyber crimes are 20 years in prison. You're looking at roughly, good gracious, man. You're going to die in prison. That's all to it. You're going to spend the rest of your life in jail. You're going to be in jail for the rest of your life. I forgot about that. I got to walk this over to the post office. Get a complaint call for this guy and get that process started. And I got to get the envelopes and send one to my sister because she's filing one. So that's post office charges. On her end, that's 20. Me, that's 20. And then cyber crimes are 20. I mean, how old are you? You're 51. Yeah, you're going to die in the prison system. That's where you're going to be at forever. Well, hey. But you got a chance to live out here for a little bit, right? Your life is over. No lawyer can help you. You know why? Evidence is so heavy against you, it's not even funny. In fact, we already talked to your managers in your building. They're quite aware of what you did and what went on. I also made sure that the person we contacted, they know it, the whole entire situation with the managers, that we contacted and told them about this situation before it escalated to this point. So your managers might be, well, actually, they will be losing their jobs. I'm pretty sure that fellow's going to call the police. He's definitely going to call the police. Mr. Williams, only word of advice I got for you. Enjoy the last few days you have left on this earth as a free man. It's about to be over soon. Everything you have, you enjoyed, your e-bike, your views all around Baltimore, it's about to come to an end. You're going to spend the rest of your life in a little prison cell. And if these pictures, and they will, ever get out in that system at the end of the day, you're going to be quite an interesting item in there. Oh, by the way, you can't get commissary. You know why? We're suing you for $250,000. My sister's going to file a lawsuit against you. So any money you get that hits your books, we take it. That's what happens. When you owe retribution, when you owe fines and penalties, any money that hits your books, they take it automatically. You send him 3, it's ours. 4, it's ours. Anything. He can't have anything on his books. So the problem he's going to have is he's going to eat the food in there, which ain't all that hot. You can't get nothing from the store unless you're going to find somebody that's going to allow you to be able to use their books. They're going to be clean. But chances are, that's kind of rare to get because someone's probably already extorting them to get them anyway. They got clean books and they don't. So, yeah, good luck for you. Okay then. I'm going to go outside and enjoy freedom. Mr. Williams, did you wonder why it took me this long to take care of this? Because I like to give people a chance. I gave you some time, and you didn't take it. So, I executed. Bye-bye. You had your time. Bye-bye.